What's up, man? Bro, you still mad about Kofi losing that title, bro? Bro, get over it. Bro, there's so much wrestling that happened this week, man. You gotta get over that kind of stuff. Like, he held it for like 7 months and he just lost in 10 seconds. It's just sad. But did you see what happened last night, though? Hell in the Cell. Hell in the Cell? Bro, that show was some cheeks. That show was lit. What you talking about? Who cares? The wrestling was great up there. Orton, Ali, Sasha, Becky, you can't tell me that it slapped. Yeah, you know that was good. There's new women tag champs, Kabuki Warrior. Literally half those matches weren't even supposed to be on the card. They announced them like an hour before. They said an hour before the show started, so who cares? I still don't know how to spell Kabuki, but who cares? Yeah, Ali Orton was alright, but like, you know, Sasha, Becky, I'll give you credit for that. That slapped, that was pretty good. But bruh, the best part, Rollins beat the Fiend. Bro, I don't want to talk about that match, bro. It was such a good match, and the ending was, of course it was great. Who cares about Bray Wyatt? He's a loser. Bro, The Fiend was the best character in WWE in the last decade, and they just killed it. When's the last time we had someone since The Undertaker that had such a unique and original gimmick? It was so great. It was like Bipolar Steve from Blue's Clues mixed with like Mr. Rogers, and then you got like Freddy Krueger over here trying to kill someone every hour. Yeah, but it's just the same thing. Like, you know, he talks a little bit and then loses. I mean, that's just what he does, bro. You should get over it. This ain't new. Yes, that's the point. It's just old Bray Wyatt again. He talks a big game, builds a story well, and then loses and loses and loses and loses and loses and loses. Why does she have a point there? But it was still a good match though. It was lit, right? Why even put him in the match if he wasn't gonna win the belt? That's the part that's so frustrating. If he weren't gonna get in the title, if you didn't feel comfortable with him being champion, don't put him in the match. I guess it doesn't make sense to have a no contest inside Hell in a Cell. But you know, WWE's still there. Oh, I'm not watching WWE anymore. I'm over it. They did that to Kofi, now Bray, I'm already done. Well, on Monday we got MLW Fusion that's streaming live on YouTube at 7 p.m. Tuesday we got NWA Power that's streaming on YouTube also at 6:05 p.m. On top of the fact that Impact is now moving Access TV, you can find that 8 p.m. on Access. Just go ahead and watch that. It's really good stuff. Wednesdays and Wednesday Night Wars, the only WWE show worth watching now is NXT. Also AE freaking W, you know, the thing they were chanting the entire show. And then we got Women's of Wrestling and Ring of Honor, New Japan, all that stuff streamed on Saturday on Fight TV and, you know, all their other little networks and stuff that are on now. There's so much wrestling in this world, I don't need to watch WWE ever again. What's up, YouTube? Last night was WWE Hell in a Cell and it sucked. I didn't need to watch that. When I say Hell in a Cell sucked, I'm not saying that the pay-per-view overall sucked. I mean, for one, there's a new pay-per-view set. They actually do pay-per-view sets now. It's not just gonna be the same stages for Raw and SmackDown. That's so cool. Then there's Pyro. That's so cool. And I'm not even saying that every match on the card sucked. I mean, like, literally, most of the matches on this card was pretty good wrestling-wise. Placed on the card, announcing the matches beforehand, and the overall ending of the pay-per-view, that's the problem. But to give my short reaction to every single one of these matches before we hop on Reddit and see what they had to say, because based off those post-Hell in a Cell videos I've seen on Twitter of everyone booing, I don't think everyone necessarily enjoyed the finish. Including me? No, definitely, like, including me. Like, that was actual bullcrap. Natalya versus Lacey Evans, a kickoff match. Good, I guess. Lacey should have won that. Yeah. Becky, Sasha, best match on the card, easily, so amazing. Sasha should have won, but honestly, I can see why Becky still won, so I'm not even mad about it. Rowan and Bryan versus Harper and Eric, I mean, I expected the finish that happened. I mean, the tornado rules were kind of cool, but I mean, I kind of just expected Roman and Bryan to win. Orton Ali was pretty much a TV match. Orton really could have made this really good, but he kind of just toned it down by 12. Ali's little count out to RKO was pretty cool. It was pretty dope. Corbin versus Chad Gable, also pretty dope. I like that a lot. I thought the feud was over. Don't really know why this match needed to happen, but I'm happy to see Gable actually get the win. Now he wants to be called Shorty Gable. I guess they're really going forward with this whole Shorty G thing. That's a little disappointing, but hey, if it gets him over and it gets him on TV more often, let it be. New women's tag team champions in the Kabuki Warriors. I like the whole mist idea. That was really cool. A little throwback to the Great Muta. Just don't like the fact that it was announced an hour before the show. If this was like built properly, probably been a lot more enjoyable to watch. Were Asuka and Kairi a little bit of heels during this match? Braun was a Viking Raiders mystery partner. That match was literally just made for the whole Tyson Fury thing that they're going through with. I mean, I got nothing against Tyson Fury versus Braun Strowman. I think this is all kind of cool to me. It's really unique and different. It was just so obviously marketed towards that it was a little upsetting. AJ selling after being knocked out was so good. Might be the best thing in the company right now besides like The Fiend, but I don't know anymore. We'll talk talk about that. Tamina is the new 24/7 champion. I was gonna say women's champion, but it's not. It's just a mutual belt. Don't know why Tyler Breeze had to get punched in the face. Like, I just don't know why. I know he was on the watch-along, so that's probably why they used him in the show, but that was sad to see. Then R-Truth won it back for like the 20th time, I guess. Dope. Good job. Charlotte became women's champion for the 10th time. Didn't care. Didn't even watch the match, honestly. I literally just waited until it was over until I heard someone's music and I heard Charlotte, so I know she won. Don't care at all. It is better than having Bayley as champion because Bayley was doing absolutely nothing with that title. She still feels like Sasha's lackey, but she can't be Sasha's lackey with essentially the world title of the women's division on SmackDown. So, fair play. Just fair play. And the main event, hated it. I mean, okay, I didn't hate the match. I hated the ending, obviously. There's no reason no contest or a referee stoppage should end a Hell in a Cell match. This happened last year. So outside of the repeat of literally last year's event, it isn't a reason why something of that magnitude, of that structure, should be stopped. It makes no sense. A DQ, no contest, referee stoppage, it's all the same thing to me. It's not a decisive winner or loser. The only thing that Bray can do to rebuild himself from now is to actually beat Undertaker. There's really nothing else he can do that's gonna get him out of the trench that he's now stuck in. But that's my quick recap of what I feel about Hell in a Cell, so you guys kind of get where I'm coming from before we read these Reddits. Well, the first thing I see on Reddit is actually just this picture of Kofi saying in memory of Kofi's push because he lost the belt. If I had a knife and could be in the room with the same guy who decided a 10-second finish of a match for Kofi. Hell in a Cell results, opinions, reactions here. Let's see what you guys had to say, Reddit. Well, the top one says, since there was undoubtedly a lot of complaining about the main event, I'll probably join in too. Let's keep that in this thread. That main event deserves to be complained about. It really does. Fantastic Freno said, I assume most of what went down is due to the upcoming draft. Banks should definitely have won, and Flair did not need another title run. I saw the end coming a mile away. I knew they wouldn't take the title off of Rollins yet, but they didn't want Wyatt to lose. Perhaps that match should not even been booked to begin with. Exactly! Just don't book it if you are just gonna do a DQ. It's one thing to do a DQ, it's another thing to do a DQ or no contest referee stoppage. It's all the same crap to me. Inside Hell in a Cell, a man fell off of that cell and finished the match. But you're scared of a sledgehammer. I know what a P stands for in PG. Bunch of What was with the big mallet that he brought out? Okay, so the big mallet that he brought out came from the Firefly Funhouse. Used it to kill Rambling Rabbit like a million times over. So essentially he just brought a real prop from a TV segment show into the real world. It's like he just blew Skidooed out the TV with the mallet and he wanted to kill him. Nuts in a sack. I am surprised. Not surprised at all. He said, my issue with this, the ref felt like the use of the sledgehammer was too much to call for the belt. How many Hell in a Cell matches have involved sledgehammers? I can think of 3 prior. No bells, no DQs, nothing. But suddenly you can't use one to destroy your opponent. What the F? See, I don't like complaining about WWE online. You know, I really try my best to not complain. When you guys are opening the pool of complaints, I'm jumping in the deep end and I'm gonna swim through that stuff because it's so obvious you want us to be upset and it's working. You guys are playing me like a fiddle and I like it. And I also hate it too. The AEW champs are not gonna stop at Rollins is a new Reigns. Honestly, like they tried so hard to make Seth Rollins look cool and feel like, you know, oh, he's dope. He probably does the woe on his free time. Actually, I can see them wanting Rollins to do a woe just to look cool. Aunt Justice said, here's my opinion. I've been a fan since 1993. One of the most memorable moments as a kid was Taker getting rolled into a coffin by 15 guys. Last night to us grown fans was really drawn out and not great. But there are kids in that crowd and on TV that saw that and won't forget it. Fair. What a child saw last night, if this is like their first year or 2 years of ever watching wrestling, was something pretty magical, something they haven't seen before. For other fans who have watched for a long amount of time, I'm not acting like I've been watching since like, you know, 1984. I've been watching since like 2008. It just looked obvious. Maybe I'm just that big of a mark and I just look at way too much wrestling and I watch all this 90s stuff in my free time. It just seemed so overdone, drawn out, and just typical WWE, trying to find a loophole that way everything can remain the same, but also so they can build these other things. It just seemed so typical and so expected that that's why I find myself so frustrated with them. Well, essentially Reddit didn't say anything that I haven't said before 100 times on this video already. I hope, I pray, I pray I'm wrong. So not funny. But out of this entire video that has been me complaining this entire time, I want to end it with something really funny and just weird. Here's a picture of Randy Orton seconds before making out with a cardboard cutout John Cena. I saw one of those cutouts of John Cena in the movies the other day, and I thought about doing the same thing. So Orton, I respect what you did, because I almost did the exact same thing. I didn't even admit that on YouTube. I could have just gone my entire life without telling you guys that. I just want to see The Fiend do well in WWE. That's it. That's all. And goodbye.
We going up like 1,000. I'ma flex just like a MuscleManMalcolm. We going up like 1,000. I'ma flex just like a MuscleManMalcolm. When it just like 1, 2, 3. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze. If you like the channel, this will squeeze.